I'm here today to run through our new Pro Series toolkit developed by Motohansa specifically for BMW. Motohansa identified a need in the marketplace for a toolkit that would enable your owners of BMW to do all their minor repairs, adjustments and service work and be able to roll that toolkit up into a convenient roll-up and put in your pannier and go touring. Okay. The toolkit we've developed for the BMWs has quite a few unique features. It covers torques, it covers metric and it covers imperial. I'll show you probably one of the most unique features that we have, and that is our spanners or wrenches. Now the wrenches are what we call spline drive in the ring part of the spanner. Now that spline drive fits a host of different fasteners from metric, imperial, star, torques, or even the really old, I don't know what you call it, Flintstone fitting. Being a spline drive, it doesn't drive on the point of the fastener, it's driving onto the flank of the fastener. So the harder you push, the better bite you'll have and it will never round off the fastener. These wrenches are also, they're chrome vanadium, that's the highest quality steel available, much higher than chrome moly. They're very lightweight. They're as light as you can possibly get and still maintaining strength. Basically, lifetime guarantee, unbreakable. Now this ratchet, it's a 3/8 drive ratchet, not like most other toolkits on the market that have a quarter drive ratchet. We find that quarter drive is really not going to be up to the task at hand. So we've gone for a 3/8 drive. But this ratchet has a lot of unique features. It has an extendable handle to be able to get extra torque when you're undoing a tight fitting or changing a wheel. As a safety feature, it has that locking button. Now that locking button locks the mechanism or the ratchet mechanism. So you can really lean on this thing and you're not going to damage the gears within the ratchet head. Flick it back, turns back into a standard ratchet again. It has a lot of functions that are very unique. Then move on to our extension bar. Now the extension bar, particularly for BMWs, is very useful in that it has a pop lock end. The pop lock end basically has a function where if we fit the spark plug socket, the socket can't come off unless you pull that collar back to release it. Now new BMWs, particularly liquid cooled BMWs, have a very, very deep plug socket hole. And the last thing you want to do when you're out on the road or out in the bush and you have to pull a plug out to maybe drain water out of the bike or pump water out of the bike is to have that drop off down the plug hole. So down the plug hole, can't come off, only when you get it out, pull the collar back and release it, can the socket come off. Okay, then we move on to our, again, another unique feature or unique tool is our combo tool, which is a coil puller and front axle tool. Lightweight aluminium, but strong enough. The coil puller tool, again with BMWs, they have a stick coil, which slides onto the top of the spark plug. You need this type of fitting to be able to, this type of tool, sorry, to be able to slide onto the coil and pull the coil off the spark plug. And there's your front axle tool combined in there. That makes it a nice little compact tool. You can just carry that tool alone if you like. But it's very light, very unique, slips in the little pocket, hidden away there. We now have our bit driver. We have 2 magazines of bits, again covering all the torques and all the Allen key and screwdrivers, although you don't need screwdrivers very much on BMWs these days. We can take one of the torques bits out, fits into the end, magnetic so it won't fall out. You can also pop the end there, the extension comes out. We can take the bit out and also just put it in there if we want a short screwdriver or a short bit driver. Over in here we have our socket rail, which covers all the common sizes that you're going to need on a BMW. And for that event, unexpected event, we've got our trusty vice grips. Vice grips do a lot of things that are quite unique that no other tools can do. That's why we've included those in the toolkit. You can straighten a lever, you can straighten a pannier rack, you can even use this, people have used this in situations where they've broken the gear lever and you can clamp this onto your gear lever and actually change gears with this. So it's a very handy tool, and we're pretty sure it's a good item to have in the toolkit.